It's been a minute since I've done a how to make your style video, so I'm just excited to jump right into things. Today we're going to be talking about how to make your style more clowncore. I like doing these videos because I think it is a fun way to explore different styles, pull inspiration from places that we wouldn't have anticipated. As a person with an eclectic sense of style, I'm always open to getting ideas and inspiration from all sorts of things. I of course like to share it all with you. I've curated some fun visuals and a list of ways to make your style more clowncore. So I hope you enjoy and find some inspiration from this video. Let's get into it. Just to quickly define the aesthetic, clowncore, it's what it sounds like. It's essentially incorporating clowns into your fashion, your makeup, your hair, your style. I think there's so many ways to go about this style, but overall these are sort of trends and themes I notice across the style and sort of how I would approach styling it. First way to make your style more clowncore is to play around with hair and makeup. I obviously attempted a clowncore look today. I haven't really tried clown makeup too often, but it's fine. We're going for kind of like a twee clown vibe. But obviously, bold, dramatic makeup, the use of striking colors and patterns, even prints into your makeup, bright, bold colors, glitter, spirals, stars, big eyelashes, big eyeliner, incorporating shapes like circles and triangles. But all around, I think the bulk of clown makeup comes down to emphasizing the eye and lip. There's also cheek and nose details as well. You can kind of play around and experiment with different styles. All around though, it's about creating bold contrast on your face and exaggerating, your human features. For hair, you can really take it any direction, but colorful hair obviously works. You can experiment with braids, different updos and buns, face buns, pigtails, those sorts of styles come to mind. I also think really big, curly, natural or textured hair works really well for this style. Like I said, you really can take it in any direction. It kind of just depends on the vibe you're going for. Obviously, this entire style is quite theatrical. Don't be afraid to experiment and really play around, with a look. The next way to make your style more clowncore is to incorporate patterns. Specifically, polka dot, harlequin, and stripes come to mind, but I also tend to think of hearts, stars, checkered patterns, plaid, anything that's really bold, graphic, and dynamic, incorporating color again, obviously. But if your style is a bit more gothic or muted, I think black and white works really well for clowncore as well. But we'll focus more on color specifically in a little bit. I think anything that feels like circusy obviously feels very clowncore. Think of like circus tents themselves, be popcorn buckets, what sorts of details and things might you see in a place like that. Those things feel very clowncore to me. Obviously, like I said, you can incorporate black and white, but the more color, the better typically, and I think when a pattern is super colorful, that obviously feels very clowncore. Doesn't necessarily have to be rainbow, but again, I think clowncore really boils down to very harsh contrasts. I'm really into the look of a lot of these patterns. I wear a lot of these patterns. I think growing up in the 2000s, 2010s, sort of emo alternative scene, I think there is quite a lot of overlap with clowncore, so I can see why the style kind of resonates, and I definitely gravitate to a lot of these patterns personally. The next way to make your style more clowncore, which we've addressed a little bit, is bold and bright colors. Especially primary colors, I think, really come across as clowncore, and that is red, blue, and yellow. Colorful in general works, obviously. And like I said, those dark clown looks, you can still do black and white, but I do think adding a pop of color is fun. So maybe your necktie contrasts with the look, or your makeup is really wild. But either way, I think, again, color, contrast. That feels clownish. But like I said, if you're really trying to drive that clowncore aesthetic home, I think the more color, the merrier. Mix and match color, create that contrast. I will say though, colors typically tend to lean very bright, very bold, very saturated. So you're not going to see a lot of earthy tones in this style. It's going to be your more like standard colors, like I said, and various neons, that sort of thing. This look obviously encourages the use of color. Exploring color through this style definitely gives me a lot of inspiration for future looks and kind of out of the box ways to try styling colors together. Bold colors definitely feel very clowncore. Next way to make your style more clowncore is to wear collars, neckties, and headwear. I think accessorizing with these things really brings the look to completion. You can wear bonnets, headpieces, various detachable collars. You can go with sort of a more classic collar silhouette or something really dramatic with a lot of ruffles and tulle. Think of scarves and ribbons tied around the neck, really over the top necklines and tie neck blouses as well. But when you layer all these things together, I think you really feel the sense of drama, the theater, the play, the overall whimsical expression of clowncore. I think that's kind of why maybe hair is less important to this style. Really, things come down to the styling, the way you pair things together, creating that bold contrast, the theatrical makeup. When you start to piece all these things together and then add those final accessories, then the look really starts to feel very clownish. I personally love a collar, love a tie neck, fun little details like that. This element of the style is definitely very inspiring to me. The next way to make your style more clowncore is with quirky and comical motifs and details. Circusy imagery, like I mentioned before, that's something that comes to mind with clowncore. So popcorn, stripes, polka dots, cotton candy in general, food. I think of animals too. Just various kitschy, creative, weird designs, cartoons and childish details, really graphic, bold prints. I think of magic and card playing. You can incorporate details like that. Hearts and stars, as I already mentioned. But all around, I think of like illustrations, cartoons come to life with this style. So I think you can incorporate that in any way you choose, whether it be a print on your clothing, through your makeup, through your accessories. So many ways to incorporate quirky and comical motifs and details. I personally live for this kind of thing. I love like a purse that looks like something else. I just bought a dress the other day that just has stripes and fish on it. So I definitely enjoy the really like playful nature of this style. But I think those silly, fun details are what make the style feel so inviting and draw you in. And it's those little details that you observe, that really make this style feel special and fun. The next way to make your style more clowncore is to wear dramatic and theatrical silhouettes. Things like bubble skirts, tutus, bloomers, blouses, blazers, maxi skirts, pants with large pant legs, high waists, and exaggerated proportions, bodysuits, cat suits, lingerie, corsets, baby doll dresses. Anything that kind of balloons out feels quite clowncore. Like I said, very dramatic, exaggerated proportions, making the feet look quite exaggerated or the hips, elongating the body, shortening it. There's so many ways to play around with the shape, contouring, altering the body with clothing with this style, and I think that is a really fun aspect of it. And there's such variety in the types of clothing you can wear, but all around I think like the styles have this commonality of sort of a lavishness, a theater performative quality to them. Not typically something you would see styled on the street, at the grocery store. I think a lot of vintage fashion could be inspiring to the types of pieces to wear, even more antique Victorian styles I think can be incorporated. But all around you really want to play with shape. And my last suggestion for how to make your style more clowncore today is to incorporate creative accessories, footwear, and props. I mentioned oversized feet already, but you can kind of take that and apply it to different parts of the body, maybe your hands or your eyes. Of oversized accessories like sunglasses. There's large bold details and graphics, quirky imagery and prints like I mentioned already. Various unusual objects I think are fun to incorporate, like a literal prop or a piece of fashion that acts as a prop. Things that have sparkle, texture, shine, just visual interest. Incorporating laces and ribbons and sequins. I think of various things like flowers, candy, different cutesy things. All around the style is very creative. It's artistic. I think you can really express your personality and sense of play through it. And so I think like personalizing those details to you is really fun. I love stars and swirls, so I would incorporate those sorts of things. Nature too, and sequins. You can kind of see where my personal style naturally falls into this aesthetic, but all around you really can't go wrong. This is a very expressive style, very artistic, very creative, supposed to be very freeing. So that concludes this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, found some inspiration. If you have suggestions for how to make your style more clowncore, please leave it in the comments below. I also would love to know what other styles you would like to see me explore, just content suggestions in general if you have them. Thank you so much if you watched this entire video. Liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, all that stuff really helps out the channel. If you would like to follow me on Instagram, my username is @theghoulygirl. I will have that in my Pinterest linked below. With all that said, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!